I'm in the process of getting dressed right now, but I wanna say this right here while it's on my mind, because you know I'm getting old, and a lot of times things slip my mind. All right, but here's what I want to say to some of y'all women out there. And I want to say it. I want to say it sort of respectfully. A lot of y'all women out there, you ain't got no man. Okay? Y'all got to excuse me, I'm getting dressed right now. You ain't got no man. Some of y'all ain't nothing but a side piece. Okay? I'm going to give y'all some tips on how to keep a man. There's about 6 things that you need to do, that you need to be able to do. 6 things. All right? Number 1, you got to keep your hand on that dick. You got to keep your mouth on that dick. And you got to keep your pussy on that dick. %50 of a man's brains is in his dick. So you got to keep your hand on it, your mouth on it, and your pussy on it. On the first 3 things. Number 4, you got to be able to go in there, in that kitchen, and fix him a decent meal. Got to be able to go in that kitchen now and fix that man a decent meal. That's number 4. Number 5, you got to know how to wash and fold up clothes. And number 6, you have to know how to keep a house clean. Those are the minimum requirements of keeping a man. If you can't do nothing else, you need to be able to do those 6 things. All right. Keep your hand, your mouth, and your pussy on that dick. Be able to go in there and fix him a decent meal. You got to know how to cook. Most time a man don't want a woman that can't cook. Folks don't want to be eating out all the time. Huh? Some of y'all don't know how to wash clothes. I watched some of y'all at the laundromat when I used to go. Thank God now I got to wash and dry. But I used to watch some of y'all at the laundromat. You don't run in there. Don't separate nothing. Just throw everything in the washing machine. When they get washed, you throw everything in the dryer. When they get through drying, you throw everything in the basket and take off. Yeah. And some of y'all don't know how to keep a house. You don't know how to clean a house. Well, I ain't no maid. Well, you don't have to be one. But you need to try to keep your surrounding pretty decent. If you can't do those 6 things and do them effectively, you won't be able to keep a man. You probably just be a side piece most of your time. But if you want to settle down with a man, see, a man ain't going to settle down with a woman that can't cook. I'm just going to tell you. He ain't settling down with no woman that can't cook. He ain't going to settle down with no woman that don't know how to keep house. I know I wouldn't. See, you have to bring something to the table. So you got to keep your mouth, your hand, and that pussy on that dick. See? Be able to wash clothes. You separate the white clothes from the colored clothes. You bleach the white clothes, you don't bleach the colored clothes. Wait. And you don't wash your drawers with other clothes. You wash your drawers and your socks separately from the other clothes. You wash your towels separately from the other clothes, though you're going to have lint all on the other clothes. And you have to be able to keep a house. Man done work all day, he come home and ain't nothing to cook because you can't cook and the house nasty and dirty. Huh? Because you've been sitting up all day watching soap operas and on social media. All right, that might last for a little while. You ain't got no job now. You sitting at home. He taking care of you. He paying all the bills. At least you need to do the 6 things that I just mentioned. Keep your hand, your mouth, and your pussy on the dick. Be able to go in there and fix him a decent meal. Huh? Keep them clothes washed. Especially if you got to wash and dry. And keep that house clean. Mop and sweep the floors, clean the bathrooms, the tub. If y'all can't do them 6 things, you ain't gonna. Most time you ain't gonna have no man. You might be a side piece. You might get the rank to be a side piece. It's tons of women's, black and white, okay, looking for a man, and most of them got the same excuse. A whole lot of them, they had a man, but couldn't keep him. And if you do an investigation, you'll find out that the reason why they don't have a man now have a whole lot to do with the 6 things that I just mentioned. Most of the time, it has something to do with the 6 things that I just mentioned. I see y'all out there on social media. Huh? Plenty of fish. I see you out there on Facebook dating. I see you out there on Black People Meet. And the reason why some of y'all ain't got no man is because you're full of bullshit. You got a lot of shit with you. And the man find out that you got a lot of bullshit with you, he'll let you go. When I read your profile out there on those social media platforms, you just lying. Huh? You really don't want that. And I'm going to tell all of y'all something. This go for the men's too. This go for the men's too. A lot of times y'all set your bar too high. I've been here 6 to 7 years. And trust me, you ain't gonna find nobody, whether you male or female, excuse me, coming out with a slight cold, huh? You ain't gonna find nobody, whether you male or female, that's got all the bells and the whistles that you like. Huh? There's gonna be some fault. Excuse me. There's gonna be some fault in everybody you meet. You're gonna find some fault in them. You can raise your bar as high as you want to, but that don't mean, that it's gonna line up in the middle and everything's gonna be lovey-dovey. It makes no difference how high you raise the bar. That man might be fine, that woman might be fine, but there's gonna be some stuff that you don't like about him. Well, if you kick them to the curb and go after somebody else, you want to deal with somebody else, well, you're gonna find the same thing. Hmm? I don't want to make nobody mad. But some things are just common sense. All right. It ain't gonna be exactly like you want it. It never is. So, in many cases, you got to take the. In many cases, you have to take the bitter with the sweet. She, 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 she may not be that pretty. Hmm? She might not be that pretty, but she can cook, she can clean house, she can wash clothes. Hmm? And she'll let you have some of that pussy at the time you want it. Hmm? And if you treat her halfway decent, she'll suck your dick for you. Hmm? And she'll play with that dick. Make it hard. But now she ain't that pretty now. She might not look that good. Hmm? She might not be that smart, but the things that she can do, she's doing well. Hmm? He might not be that good looking. He might not be a real good looking man, but he get up every morning, he go to work. And he take care of his household. Hmm? See? It ain't gonna be perfect, y'all, in these relationships. When you meet somebody. You're gonna find some faults. Hmm? You're gonna find some faults. All women won't suck a dick. I'm just gonna tell you. All women don't do that. Now they can clean house, they can iron, they can wash clothes, and they can cook. Hmm? And they'll give you some pussy. But they ain't gonna suck your dick. Some men the same way. Right? They ain't gonna eat no pussy. They'll go to work now. Hmm? They'll take care of their household. They'll take care of the woman. But they ain't gonna lick no pussy. Hmm? Some men will lick that pussy real good. But they don't want to do no work. They want to live off of you. Huh? They want you to pay their way. Hmm? They got good dick and good head, but once you get past that, you ain't got much. Hmm? Some women the same way. They're dynamite in bed. But after you get them out the bed, you don't have much. So it make no difference how high you set your bar. Most of the time, it ain't gonna land in the middle. It ain't gonna line up with everything that you want or you like. So you might want to ask, well, how's common sense? Well, let me ask you a question then. Say, what to keep the man you said that a woman had to do 6 things. Well, what the man got to do to keep the woman? Well, some of the same things. You have to be, as a man, you have to know how to please your woman in bed. A lot of men don't know how to please their woman in bed. They fucking and humping as hard as they can, thinking that they pleasing the woman. No. If you ain't stroking with her, you're not really pleasing her. You have to get into her. All right. And stroke it with the motion. Okay. In other words, let her fuck the dick. That's what pleases her. You just want to fuck her. No. Let her get herself off on the dick. You just humping and pumping and humping and pumping and before you know it, if she got some good pussy, before you know it, you done ejaculate, man. That nut gone. Sometimes you try to hold it back, but sometimes you can't hold it back. You got to let it go. And you through for a minute. And she didn't come. Well, with some women, that's hurtful. Especially if you don't want to lick that pussy and try to make her come. I'm just saying. I don't want to make nobody mad now. Some things is common sense. And that's what I represent. And you wonder why your woman cutting out on you. Well, you ain't satisfy her. You're not satisfying her at home. So as a man, to keep a woman, you have to really know how to make love to her and please her. You have to treat her with dignity and respect. And you have to be patient. Sometimes you might think that they're not that smart. And some things they may not be smart in. That's where you have to try to teach them. So you have to be patient. Hmm? Not only that, but you have to be committed and let her see that you committed. You can't hide your commitment. You need to love her in company. You need to love her when you're all together out there in the street. You need to let other people see your love for her. Now she's seeing people seeing her being loved. See, some of y'all don't love until you get in the bedroom. I don't want to make nobody mad. Huh? You got to show her love all the time. Okay, you have to work hard. A man has to work harder to keep a woman than a woman is to keep a man. That time we have to work a little bit harder because, see, we are the leaders. See? You got to work and have your own money. You need to have your ride. And you need your own crib. How you going to call yourself going with a woman or a girl, all right, and you done got her pregnant and you don't even have a roof over your head. You living with your auntie. You still staying with your mama. Or you cribbing with somebody. You don't have your own crib. You don't have a shelter to put over her head that you can call your own. Oh, I don't want to make nobody mad. See, you ain't got it going on unless you can pay the cost to be the boss. Huh? You ain't no man, and your woman always got to pay your way. I don't want to make nobody mad. Look, y'all be blessed. Thank y'all for listening. I got to run, y'all. Would like to speak with y'all some more. My name is Bobby Carr, representing the House of Common Sense. You don't have to have a lot of education to understand me. I ain't trying to make nobody mad, all right? But some things are just common sense when it comes down to a relationship. See, you can't have a fruitful relationship. You can't have a fruitful relationship if you want to bring other people into that relationship. Whether you're man or woman. All right, if you want to have multiple lovers, then you don't want to be in a relationship. So you need to just tell them off of the bat that all you want is sex. I mean, be honest. Because they might be looking for the same thing. You never know nowadays. All right, look, I don't want no relationship with you now. I don't want to do this boyfriend and girlfriend shit, husband and wife shit. I don't want that. All right. You know, all I want is some sex. Just go and tell them. Rather than being deceitful, okay, which can cause problem down the line. At least give them a chance to accept your offer. And if they don't want to accept your offer, then, just walk on by. Because eventually you find somebody to accept your offer. Marriage will never be fruitful when you involve other people into the marriage. When you leave home to be with your side piece. I left home to be with my side piece. I left home to be with my side piece. My side piece. I must have got it from my daddy. But it all in my jeans. You see, I'm addicted to my non-net. And you know what I mean. Lord, a rat with one hole. Huh? See? And when you left home to be with your side piece, and I know I told you I had to leave, and I am. But when you left home to be with your side piece, you just did damage to your marriage, well, for whatever reason. Because if you got a problem at home, you need to sit down and work it out. That's with the commitment coming at in a marriage. Yeah. See? But once you bring somebody else in, even though the other party might not know it, but you violated the marriage. You violated the relationship. You breached the contract. No, you ain't never find nobody that's gonna be everything that you want. But sometimes we have to deal with the bitter and the sweet. And you're hoping that the sweet be more than the bitter. My name is Bobby Cott, representing House of Common Sense. Y'all be blessed. Like I say, you don't have to have a lot of education to understand me. I don't want to make nobody mad. But what I say today is just common sense. You ain't got to go to school to understand it.